All right, while the children are out of the room, I thought we might explain just who we are. A History of Education Centre, and we're all volunteers here, apart from our one part-time paid employee, administrator. We come along whenever we're needed, when we have visits booked, and we give the children a good session in their 3 hours, as they would have done in Victorian times, and then talk about life at home without electricity through the museum room. warn them about punishments in Victorian times, which is great fun. Our volunteers come from all walks of life. We've got several who used to be teachers. I was a journalist. There are all sorts of people who come along for the fun of it. Some of us have done a bit of acting before, so we get that into it. But we enjoy working with children. I think that's the main thing.
Yeah.
And most of us have an interest in history as well. So if you've got all these attributes, enjoy working with children, interested in history, we've got space for you, haven't we?
Definitely. Always looking for new volunteers. It's very much nice to welcome new faces and new skills to the organisation.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm Julie. I am the administrator at the History of Education Centre. I started off here as a volunteer back in 2008, and after a few years it became clear that they needed some paid staff to do the admin, and I was the ideal choice. Frankly, it suited everybody really well. So mostly what I do these days is admin, although if there is a gap, if we don't have enough volunteers for a particular class, I step in and cover that occasionally as well. That's what I do.
That's what we all do. Yes. This is Chris, another of our volunteers. We all take it in turns. Some of us will do the schoolroom, the other person will do the museum room, and we swap about whenever we're available. And Chris also sometimes plays our headmaster to come in and scare the children. So we all enjoy it, don't we?
Yes. Yes, when I'm playing the headmaster, I actually get to wear the gown and the mortarboard. Look thoroughly imposing. I'd like to think anyway. Yes, I came into this a few years ago through a volunteer fair, not even knowing that a place like this existed. But I have an interest in history, particularly Edinburgh history, as I've been here for 25 years now. And background in drama as well, so it kind of combines the two. So we kind of have a lot of fun working on these things. There's always 2 people in any given class. Usually it's one person teaching, one person assisting, and it's a very enjoyable kind of work with the kids. They enjoy the acting part of it, and we can have fun being really severe Victorian school teachers. So that's what I enjoy about it.
The education side is interesting as well. It's wonderful when you see a child have a spark that they've learnt something new or really enjoyed something, isn't it?
Yes, it kind of brings to life the fact that they've been doing this stuff at school, but it's all a bit theoretical, and they suddenly experience what it was really like to be a Victorian school child or a Victorian child at home, with all the the tasks and the chores they had to do, all the difficulties of not having running water and not having electricity, not having computers.
It was a very different time then.